Well, today marks World Pancreatic Cancer Day, and communities around the world are uniting to raise global awareness of one of the world's deadliest cancers. Pancreatic cancer is actually the third leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the country. And more attention, awareness, and progress is needed to help patients fight and survive this disease. President and CEO of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, Julie Fleshman, joins me along with pancreatic cancer survivor Franco Juricic. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
You are teaming forces with dozens of organizations around the world. Julie, what do you hope to accomplish with this?
So the World Pancreatic Cancer Coalition is made up of over 60 organizations representing 27 countries, and we want to raise the awareness and global visibility of this disease so that we can get more resources directed to research.
Franco, I mentioned earlier that this is one of the lowest survival rates of cancer. It's very depressing and sad. Tell me about your journey and how you were able to see some of the early warning signs.
Well, so in 2008, I was a healthy 42-year-old getting ready actually to run the New York City Marathon when I realized my training was a little bit off, and the first thing that tipped me off was that my urine was dark. I was jaundice. I was turning yellow. And after a series of tests and finding out that it's not this, thank God it's not that, I was diagnosed on Halloween with pancreatic cancer. And what followed was a Whipple procedure where they remove the tumor and kind of reconnect everything, which is amazing in and of itself. After 6 months of chemo and radiation, I've been good ever since, and amazingly I was able to run the marathon the following year.
That's remarkable, just a year later.
Yes, yes.
Wow. If you're talking to folks who are going through this or might know someone who is, what are some of the early warning signs?
Yeah, so that's part of the issue with this disease, is that the early warning signs are things like back pain or digestive issues, things that otherwise you might kind of wait out or think is not a big deal. And so that's why we're here to raise awareness, so that if you have any of the symptoms, that you go seek help, that you go to a doctor, and that you kind of follow it through to get an answer to know what's causing these symptoms.
Julie, are there any positive signs as research is continuing? You look at the Susan Komen Foundation, what they were able to do with breast cancer. Is there anything that you see optimistic as far as treatment?
So I believe there's a tremendous amount of momentum right now in the pancreatic cancer scientific community. There is a field of research now focused in this disease that was not there a decade ago. There are many clinical trials going on. There's a lot of work around trying to find a biomarker so that we can, detect the disease earlier. So we need people to get involved. We need them to take action. We need them to help us raise money, help us raise the awareness and visibility, know what the risk factors and symptoms are. But I do believe that we are going to make progress in this disease in the near future.
It's been such a year, I believe, in this country of activism, of people really standing behind issues they believe in. What can people do to make a difference throughout the year when it comes to pancreatic cancer?
So certainly they can go to pancan.org and find out what's happening in communities around the country. You can also go to World Pancreatic Cancer Coalition.org to see what organizations are in their communities all around the globe. We need people to give money. We need people to walk on behalf of pancreatic cancer patients, and certainly also to know that there is information and resources for patients that are diagnosed. We have a wonderful call center where people can call and get information and resources.
Great. I want to thank you both, Julie and Franco, for joining us. Such an important cause, and we've seen in the science industry how money can really make a difference. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.